Let's start off with a local story. David sent me this yesterday. Both of us were saying not radio appropriate things about this. So you know that we love apprenticeship programs around here. We've talked to the Iron Workers Local 477 about their apprenticeship program multiple times, and we will be talking to several other trade unions in the coming months about their programs as well. I have been messaging back and forth with Bill Blackman from the IBEW 136 out of Birmingham about their apprenticeship program, and also, as you will find out, Joe Chittum, the Huntsville area representative for the Pipe Fitters Union Local 760 in Huntsville, about their apprenticeship program. But the trade unions are not the ones that got free local TV coverage last week. Unfortunately, that was the non-union contractors. WHNT mentioned that for folks looking to change careers or for people straight out of high school, there is a new 12-week pipe fitter program at Calhoun that you might be interested in. And I'm not saying that it's a scam just because it's non-union contractors, although that might be enough reason to call it that. No, listen to this description of the program, and we will break it down. Adam, play the clip.
All right, we're working on it here. Hold on just a sec. I'm not sure why our audio is not playing. Let's see here.
Well, if the audio is not working, then that is fine. It's we can.
Well, while I'm working on trying to get this audio queued up, it's kind of funny that you had this on the agenda. I had not even talked to you about this. I also saw this on local news, just like you and David, and had some of the same questions and same curse words coming through my head. So,
it wasn't
kind of on the same page there without even really coordinating it.
It wasn't even. I just wanted to play the clip, I guess, for effect. It's not like there's anything super special about the clip. So they say that this is a 12-week program that costs $500. A 12-week program to get a pipe fitter certification from Calhoun and these non-union contractors. Okay, so we got the audio. Let's go ahead and play that then.
Sure. So, all right, everyone, this is WHNT, and we're going to start from the beginning here of this clip.
Oh, well, now they're saying that the video is down on YouTube, so I'm not sure. Not sure what.
All righty, well, we'll get to work on that.
That's fine. We just won't play the clip for this one. They were talking about this is a 12-week pipe fitter apprenticeship program that costs $500. And my question is, why is there a cost? Why is there a cost? This program is taking place at a taxpayer-subsidized university. Union apprenticeship programs are not taxpayer-subsidized. No government funding goes in to union apprenticeship programs, and they are almost universally free to participate in. They are paid for by current members. So I wanted to check just to make sure that the details for the local pipe fitters union is the same as everybody else. So that's why I talked to Joe yesterday, the Huntsville area representative for the United Association Local 760. That is the union of pipe fitters and steam fitters here in the area, and he confirmed that is the case. That's the case here in Huntsville. Not only is it free to take, not only are we as the taxpayer not paying for it like we are with these non-union construction contractors, You earn while you learn in the trade union apprenticeships. So not only is it free to the apprentice, but they pay you to take it. They pay you to take this. They offer apprenticeship training in welding, HVAC, pipe fitting, plumbing, and more. He kept going on and on and on, listing all the different skills that you can get. And I just stopped writing it down because I was like, okay, I'm tired of writing notes. Their apprenticeship program here in Huntsville is 5 years, so you learn a lot more than you will in whatever's going on in that scam of a program in 12 weeks. And of course, they mention in the WH&T segment that an entry-level job is about $17 an hour. And I'm not totally sure what that means.
Right.
Does that mean that you come out of the apprenticeship program having spent $500 and only make $17 an hour? I mean, it sounds like, because you would be an entry-level person after having come out of this apprenticeship program. But and on top of that, not being super clear about how much you're actually going to be making after you spend $500 on this taxpayer subsidized non-union scam.
And 12 weeks of your time, mind you, because obviously
Right.
you're not going to be able to hold down a full-time job, I'm guessing, while completing this 12-week program.
Right. They also don't mention the benefits, which is not a good sign.
No.
The local pipe fitters union apprentices start out at $15 an hour, which is less than $17 an hour, but you're making money instead of paying money, and they get a 5% raise after every 850 hours worked, and you get 100% employer-sponsored health care, no premiums, $0 a month, no premiums. The deductible is $700 a year. Co-pays are $45. And if you have cancer, the costs for your cancer treatments are completely waived. You don't even have to pay your deductible or co-pays for cancer treatment. It's 100% cancer covered. That is, and after 5 years, you come out as a journeyman making $30 an hour or over $62,000 per year, unlike whatever they're trying to sell you with this non-union construction taxpayer subsidized contractor scam, where they're telling you that the average person, not the entry level, not the not somebody who's just out of entry level, but the average that you can expect to earn. That means like what? After you've been doing this for 15 years, is $40-something thousand a year. $40-something thousand a year is the average that you can expect to make with these non-union construction contracting firms. I mean, that's it, where after 5 years of a union apprenticeship program, you come out as a journeyman making $62,000 a year, like minimum. Okay. And this pisses me off so much, like not only because the people that take this course are getting swindled, which they are in big time, and that would be enough to piss me off, but I'm getting swindled personally. Personally, I'm getting swindled. You, the listener, are getting swindled. We are double subsidizing these crappy non-union contractors that are involved in this because we are subsidizing the cost of their apprentices' education even after the apprentices themselves are out weeks of work and hundreds of dollars, but also on the other end, because people who are not paid well will be dependent on government benefits. So we'll be subsidizing the low wages of these contractors on top of their taxpayer subsidized education programs. Now, I don't know. Maybe you say, Jake, come on. Maybe they're not making union wages, but surely they're not going to be on welfare. I mean, surely they won't be on welfare, right? Right? Well, you would be wrong. You would be wrong. A study from the UC Berkeley Labor Center found that nationwide, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Nationwide, 39% of families of construction workers are enrolled in one or more safety net program at a cost of almost $28 billion per year. And 3 times as many construction workers as all workers lack health insurance.
Wow. That's bigger than I expected, honestly.
Yeah. Me too. I mean, it's funny that this all kind of happened at the same time, because I saw the study, and I was going to talk about the study anyway before I saw this WHNT news segment. And then I saw the news segment, and I was like, oh, this ties in really neatly with a local issue. But that's insane. That's absolutely insane. Construction workers in all 5 of the benefit programs that this study looked at, which is adult Medicaid, children's Medicaid, the Earned Income Tax Credit, food stamps, temporary assistance for needy families, and SNAP. I'm not sure what SNAP.
SNAP is the food stamps.
SNAP is the food stamps?
Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program,
so
I believe.
TANF. TANF.
That would be
the welfare.
Right.
Okay, I
Which,
see.
You know, these ever since Bill Clinton and the Newt Gingrich years,
right.
It's incredibly hard for any people to actually access.
Right. So, every single one of these programs that they studied nationwide, or in Washington. I'm sorry, in Washington. In every single one of these programs, construction workers were more likely than the average worker to be enrolled in these benefit programs, which that's crazy. Construction work is some of the, most laborious and most dangerous industries out there, and they are more likely than the average worker, 3 times more likely than the average worker to not have health care, and more likely than the average worker to have to be on government benefits. I mean, that is
if there's anything
a sorry state of affairs.
If there's anything that makes it a little scarier to have to climb up on the roof of a house,
it's knowing that you don't have health insurance.
Right. That makes the risk of falling a little bit worse, I have to say. As someone who is definitely not comfortable with heights, but I'm really glad you brought this up, and it is good that we are all on the same page with this, because like anyone, I think it's great for people to have options. I think it's great to advertise that no, you do not have to stick with just college.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's you don't have to just stick with college, and we love. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo, like something else is playing, but I love what the trade unions, what their apprenticeship programs do, because it's not the union construction workers who are out there making $30, $40, $50 an hour that are on these government benefits that we're subsidizing their employers. It's the non-union contractors, the ones that are involved in this scam with Calhoun Community College. And I mean, it's so sad. So I think I'm going to be trying to, I'm Secretary Treasurer of the local labor council. I'm going to try to work with some of the trade unions and maybe put out a press release detailing all of the local apprenticeship programs that are available, and hopefully we can get some coverage on some of the local media for that, because this is just, it's, and I mean, look, I mean, when you compare $500 for 12 weeks to like the scam that is normal college education, maybe somebody says that's not, but they don't know what to compare it to. You know, they don't know that there are trade union apprenticeship programs out there that is not only free, but you get paid while you do it. You learn on the job, you get on the job training, and you come out making $30 an hour.
And I think you're right that a lot of people don't know these options, and in particular young people who are getting ready to leave high school. And as someone who has taught high school and is family of educators, we've had a lot of conversations with 17, 18-year-olds who had no idea that trade union apprenticeships were an option for them. And these are the exact types of folks who would, see a program on WHNT like this and think, oh, well, maybe that's the best I can do. Hey, at least it's better than Walmart.
Right.
But there are these options out there, and I think that's got to be one of the next steps, is really integrating the apprenticeship programs into our schools. Public school systems are really missing the boat here by not working with the local trade unions, getting them in the door for career days. I think I told you about a career day at a high school in the area that I attended not too long ago. And you had, the military was there. You had colleges there. Yeah. And then you had Frito-Lay. It was like a who's who of companies that had been that had striking workers over the past year. They were there. This is a rural, high-poverty school, and they were looking for a pipeline of low-wage, non-union labor. And how amazing would it have been if there had also been a few tables there for the pipe fitters and the iron workers who could have steered some young men and women into that career path, who can be making some great money, have benefits that can take care of a family. That would be a game changer for so many young people. So for any educators out there listening, anything you can do inside your districts to build those connections between the union apprenticeship programs and your college and career counseling. One of the sort of hidden trends in the last 10 years or so in education has been this career readiness focus. And you've seen Department of Commerce and these other economic development agencies and individuals play an outsized role in education policy. And, there again, it is about establishing pipelines of workers, but not towards these apprenticeship programs, which are not relying on taxpayer dollars. They are providing people, the pathway to live a decent quality of life and to be able to afford to take care of a family.
So anyways, non-union contractors are bad. Don't let them scam you into paying for something that you can get for free, and better than for free, that you can be paid to acquire.
Absolutely.
And with the added benefit of being part of the labor movement. If you want to join a trade union apprenticeship program, get in touch, and we'll point you in the right direction. They take folks straight out of high school and folks looking to change careers, just like the scammers. If you have experience, they will put that towards your apprenticeship program. I checked and made sure with Joe. He was like, if you happen to have fallen for this or other tricks like it, then for whatever it's worth, whatever you did learn, that will be, that'll be tacked on to your real apprenticeship program if you join the Pipe Fitters Union, and they'll take into account what you already know. So that's good. And I only say that get in touch with us instead of like pointing you to a website or something, because some of them, and for the pipe fitters specifically, you have to go and pick up an application in person. So get in touch with us. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and we check our DMs.
And for those of you local, the Pipe Fitters Hall is right there on Madison Boulevard, Highway 20.
Although you have to pick up the application from the hall in Muscle Shoals. You do your training in Madison, but you have to pick up the application from Muscle Shoals, because that's where, I don't know, that's just where he said you have to pick it up from. Support for this program also comes from the Iron Workers, Local 477. So if you are looking for contractors with lower than average EMR and TRIR, they tell me that if you need to know what those mean, then you will. Or if you need to supplement a workforce at any level for any amount of time, short or long term, if you need iron workers that come trained and certified at no extra cost, or if you need workers from superintendent down to general laborer, and you're looking to start work on a project, or you're unhappy with your current contractor situation, you need to call my friend Jeb Miles with the Iron Workers Local 477. They only work with the best in the business, vetted contractors, and can do all kinds of jobs, from roofing to steel and bridge erection, from welding to heavy rigging, from structural repairs to machinery alignment, and much more. They supply manpower on 4 of the 5 largest projects in North Alabama, so you know they're legit. If you need good quality, safe, efficient, diligent and knowledgeable workers on your job, then you need the Ironworkers Local 477. Call Jeb Miles at 256-383-3334 or via email at local477@bellsouth.net, and make sure you tell them that you heard about them on the Valley Labor Report.